Gorilla Geek going 10.8. What's up, guys? This video is a video response to CommsPrepper contest that he has going on, which is about to expire, I believe is June 4th of 2013. And this is just my contribution to contest. And I'm entering the contest, but I do not want to win the prize. That's just an unfair, I have an unfair advantage, and I don't want to take part of it. I'd much rather have that prize go to somebody else that really deserves it, like a newbie, so he could have gear right off the hand and to go practice comms or whatever. As you can see, I am well taken care of in that department, so I don't need the prize. So pass it on to somebody else more deserving than I am. But I wanted to make an entry because another channel that I'm subscribed to, I Am One Ugly Guy, he put in a contest entry, and when I was watching his video and kind of went back and forth, I noticed that that was the only entry to his contest, and this was going for a good 20 days already. And I just couldn't believe it. I mean, just one guy put in for it. I mean, I Am One Ugly Guy is, I would think, is one of the most deserving guy to win this prize. But we can't let him have it for free or not work for it. So let's give him a little bit of friendly competition out there and make him work for his prize. So that's why I'm entering for awareness to all my subscribers to take a look at CommsPrepper's channel, of course, which is excellent, and enter his contest. And I'm kind of curious to see who out there, no matter what you got, I would like to see what you have got going on as a comm plan, just for ideas. This could be ideas for videos that we can make in CommsPreppers as well, and kind of get a gauge of what's going on there, and just let's show us your stuff, show us your plan, because every single prepper or preparedness guide needs a comm plan to make your survivability more successful. So one of the questions he asked was describe my comm plan. I have a problem where it's not really a problem, it's just how to accommodate my family members into our comm plan where we are still legal. If the shit hits the fan, you know, the gloves are off, of course, but in the meantime, for practice and just general preparedness, I would still have to abide by the local and state and federal laws to practice our comm skills here within the Gorilla Geek household. So I have a problem where my wife really is not interested in getting a ham license. I have one, and it's just a technician license. I have to upgrade to a general sometime soon because I want to get into HF communications. CommsPrepper, he pretty much was the nail on the coffin, the last nail on the coffin to make me decide to go HF, high frequency. The influencing video that I enjoyed a lot, and I was like, well, no shit kind of moment, was the video he made called HF NIVIS, Near Vertical Incident Skywave, where you could talk to radios 150 miles away from you or 200 miles away from you or something like that, where in HF it's such a long wave of a signal that when it goes up to the sky and bounces down, it could be 1,000 miles away, and then you can have communications that way. But for my long distances, realistically, of the distances that I'll be covering, it's more like in a 800 mile distance, mainly 300 miles, that's the average. So I need an antenna system that would kind of cover that distance. But anyway, that was one of my influencing, one of his videos that influenced me into sort of getting into HF, even though before I didn't see no need for it because my distance was a lot shorter, and I was able to get those distances that I needed. But anyway, that was one video among many. If you look at his channel, he's got a lot of think out of the box videos out there that is just superb, excellent. I really enjoy it. What I got going on is short range or tactical communications, point to point, and I have VHF and UHF radios here, 3 types here, it don't matter what the type is. It's just the band that I need to get in there. So that's my short range communications, which I would mostly use, and we've used it in the past in car trips when we take more than one car. I'll have one of these bad boys and my wife and kids will be in the other car, and we have, you know, that tactical communications rather than using a cell phone. So that is great. So part of my comm plan is to have short range communications primarily, just to get off the ground. I kind of like Main Prepper's approach to food preps, where he says, you know, don't worry about the price or what you need to get or whatever. Just do it in steps. 2 days worth of food, 3 days worth of food, a week, 2 weeks, a month worth of food, up to whatever your goal is, to a year. In no time you'll reach that goal. I'm taking that same approach with the comms. This is my short range tactical communications for point-to-point communication. So whenever I get in range, I could get in contact with this. For intermediate range, I could use VHF repeaters, but my wife doesn't have a license, so that's out of the equation. I have to go GMRS. After plenty of research, I'm settling on the GMRS radio service for our family comm plan for longer distances. If you do the research, you'll see why. It's got plenty of power, and you could do so much with it. But anyway, that's where we're at right now. For intermediate and long range communications, I rely on APRS, Automatic Packet Reporting System, I think it is. Yeah, I don't remember, but with that system, I could use a GPS, sort of one of those car soccer mom GPS systems, and you could make a message and actually text message your loved ones using the APRS system. I was able to text message, you know, through the phone system and text my status and all that stuff. Also, on top of that, I could email her a quick little message as well. So that's 2 types of long distance communications that I could have using this system alone. And what she could do in her end is actually track me wherever I am at in almost the world. I know Europe for sure and United States for sure. So she'll know my exact location at all times, provided that she has the infrastructure to support internet and phone and all that good stuff. On my end, I just need the radio services. And there's plenty of APRS receivers and digit repeaters out there to sort of have a network redundancy there. So that's my intermediate long-range communications so far. But eventually, I would like to get into HF to have that point-to-point long-range distance communications for 300 miles and greater. And I need to do some studying up. I need to save some money for it because it's not easy. It's a skill set all to its own. It's not easy, but with some time and patience, I'll get there. And in the meantime, this stuff right here is going to cover that hole that I got. Part of my intermediate range communications, which will be something to like 20 miles to 60 miles. I'm in the middle of trying to build a simplex repeater. I have the major components for it. I just got to put it together and test it out on a mountaintop and see what kind of range I get with only 4 watts of power. So there's the batteries. I got the solar panels. I'm just going to use one of these, but I'll be testing both of these. One doesn't belong to me, but I want to compare them. The charge controller, an actual radio, just a regular radio, and here's the Argent Data ADSR1 simplex repeater box. Excellent piece of gear. This company is top notch. As you can see with these TNCs that I have here is from the same company. This is what I use for APRS and digital communications. Top notch company. Can't go wrong. That is what I'm doing with this equipment here, which I won't get into right now. That's for another video later down the road when I start building this. That is my entry. I don't want the prize. Give it to somebody more deserving. This is just my way of supporting CommsPrepper because he's got an awesome channel. It needs to be promoted. There you go. I rambled on too much so far. Good luck to all the winners.